This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makar. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. This is Brother Amawan Ariyah from GMS Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makar. And pretty much in this video, I want to go into how the alphabet gang is getting more bolder. Now, when I refer to the alphabet gang, you should already know who I'm talking about, all right? The people that have hijacked the majority of the alphabet, okay? The nasty people, all right? And this comes off of this video where you had these a pride march, and in the midst of the pride march, you could hear somebody saying, "We're here, you know what, we're coming for your children," okay? And these modes are getting more and more blatant of what their agenda is, man. And as you can see, you know, all the talk of domestic terrorism that is being, thrown out amongst these politicians. Why isn't these nasty people being thrown in that? Because literally what you're seeing is they're slowly but surely becoming, all right, the biggest terrorists on the planet, all right? And they have the most power to enforce their, their agenda. And you can see that how they're throwing, they're shoving their whole, views down everybody's throats. And if you don't align with what they're about, then you're ostracized by society. All right. Now, let's play this video real quick. All right. Now, you have some saying that, this is, a joke, that they're not, intending it to be taken as for what it sounds like, man. But let's be, transparent about this, because it's not the first time that the damn alphabet people have, done this, man. Now, I had recently done a video, well, I'm going to say recently, but I did a video on this about a year or two ago, and I was trying to look for it before I did this lesson. I couldn't find it on my page, but the Elder Ashiar from here in GMS Charlotte, all right, he mentioned it on his video that he did earlier today, going into how pride has been weaponized to destroy the Western civilization, so go check that out and be edified. But this was on the heels of a video that came out in July 2021, and you had San Francisco choir are full of moles pretty much singing how they're going to convert your children. All right, so we can see that this is a blatant agenda that is being used to corrupt the minds of the people. Hence why, the elder titled this lesson, "Pride has been weaponized to destroy Western civilization," because you people are operating in an extremely perverse spirit. Now let's go back to the scripture. Isaiah 19 and 14. It says, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." And that's you wicked you moles out here, man. Really, all you people, but specifically, this lesson is titling you moles, man. All right, let's go into what this word perverse means. It says distorting, perverting, warping, perverse. All right. It says, you go into the lexicon, it says temper of distorting, i.e. warp judgment. Now it says perverse. All right. This is for further edification. So the word perverse, according to dictionary.com, it says perverse, an adjective of a person or their actions showing a deliberate and obstinate desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unacceptable, often in spite of the consequences. And what is that, that action that we're seeing? All right, these moles, pushing their agenda, and they're targeting the children. All right, you can see under Joe Biden's cabinet how they pretty much been advocating, for these transformers, man, and they've been pushing it onto the children to where they've put laws into place to where children at very young ages, I'm talking about ages to where they don't even fully understand their bodies yet. All right, but they're being shown, how these people that are going across with this transformer surgery are being praised in society. And so these kids wanting acceptance from the rest of the world, they're thinking that that's the way to go to be accepted. So you got young girls cutting off their breast, you got young boys cutting off their rod, all right, and they're trying to fit in, but not realizing the consequences of what happens when you undergo that action, because it's the thing that is not talked about, where studies have shown that these people that have gone through with that surgery later on in life, they have they have regret for doing it, and they have a high level of depression and suicide, man. All right, so this is part of the perverse spirit that is being pretty much shown all throughout Egypt. Okay, and the Most High is having this ramp up because he's letting us know that this place is on the way out, man. The moral decay is at an all-time high, man. This decadent, perverse spirit that is being pumped, all right, is signaling the ones that have the eye salve to show us that, hey, the Most High is about to do away with this place, man. All right, because history stands forth and shows you that every time society goes on the path like what we're seeing, that is the sign of that society is about to collapse. All right, and we have the best example that we can look at Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, which a part of the pride that these moles have been showing. All right, going back to the Obama administration, when he legalized gay marriage in all 50 states, you had the Alphabet Society come out and publish a newspaper demanding that God apologize for what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, but hey, Sodom and Gomorrah was used as an example of what not to live like, man. Okay, and the Lord has shown you various times throughout history not to do that. Okay, because you have Sodom and Gomorrah, and then you have Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0, which was known publicly as the Society of Pompeii. All right, which was a Roman party island. All right, it was also known as the first sin city before Vegas. All right, but they took part in the same like manners of Sodom and Gomorrah, and look what happened. The Lord had that volcano Mount Vesuvius erupt and melt all those wicked ass people over there to where their bodies are still there to be looked at. You can go on Google and look at that, man. Okay, but this is just showing you that how the Most High is pretty much allowing these wicked spirits to roam free and pretty much increase their pride before he destroys them, man. Okay, this is Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Okay, and that's what we're seeing. These people are proud with their wickedness, man. All right, and I'm gonna get into this later. You can see that the actions are getting to the point that when you read about what happened with Lot when he was in Sodom and Gomorrah, it's getting to that point to where, hey, heterosexuals are under attack. Okay, especially a heterosexual Israelite man, so-called Black, Latino, Native American man. Okay, because with these transformers, pretty much gaining more and more prominence. All right, don't be surprised, and we've been saying this for years, that on the books, because they're fighting for this as we speak, where they're saying that when these trannies make a pass at you, if you deny their advances because knowing what they are, that can be considered a hate crime. This is the point that we're getting at, man. And what we can see with these damn nasty people and how they're pretty much, forcing their way into the limelight, all right? They have took over the so-called black movement, okay? Your BLM has been hijacked to where that's become their movement, all right? It went from Black Lives Matters to Trans Lives Matters, man, all right? Because the ones that headed BLM was actually, Moes themselves. I believe it was like either 2 or 3, carpet munchers, carpet munching black women, So as they're openly declaring to you what their agenda is, where they're saying they want to corrupt everybody, and they said they're coming for the children, all right, because they know that the children, all right, are easy pickings to have their minds corrupted, man. And this is what you're seeing with having these nasty people up in your schools, having them read to them, all right? You're having it all in your shows, all right? They're pretty much making themselves known everywhere, man. And if you speak out against it, all right, you're looked at as the problem. I believe that was in, what state was that? California? I believe it was Cali, where they said it's on books now that if you refuse to call your child, their preferred gender, all right, they can call themselves whatever they want, all right? It's multiple genders now, man, all right? And even in some schools, all right, they're allowing children to call themselves animals. You can call yourself a dog, a cat, a pig, whatever. But that law in California said that if you don't identify, if you don't recognize your child's preferred gender, then you can receive jail time, man. That actually was the case when you look at that documentary by Matt Walsh called What is a Woman, all right? It was a guy that got locked up for that very thing, man. So these people, as it says, they show, just like the show of their countenance doeth witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Because slowly but surely, this Mo thing has become, the most talked about issue in the world. With all the bullshit that's going on in America, all right? All the bullshit going on in the world, man. All right? This whole issue with, Epstein Island / Pizzagate, all right? The millions of children going missing every year, all right? How it's being pretty much found out that all this money, this billions of dollars being sent to Ukraine is funding that war. Hunter Biden's son, all right, is that his laptop that has all these damn, valuable information exposing the elites. All these different things are in the news, but then you got this Mo movement as the biggest thing, all right? Because these damn faggots, I'm gonna just say, I don't give a fuck, all right? These faggots, all right, are bullying their way into everybody's lives, man. You can't get away from this shit now, man, all right? But it says, woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves, because they are leading themselves to destruction. Because here it is, you're saying you're the nation that's discriminating. It's like you're the type of people that's discriminating against the most. Why don't you motherfuckers just go to a land to where y'all by yourselves, all right? Where you're not gonna be bothered, you're not gonna be discriminated against, man. But the reason they won't do that because they know if they do that, all right, in about 5 to 10 years, they all gonna be dead, man. Because there's nothing beneficial. There's no life that comes out of that type of alternative lifestyle, man. All right? Because the whole point of man and female, all right, man and woman, male and female, is to reproduce. You can't reproduce with 2 people of the same sex, man. And then the whole confusion from that is that sex and gender are 2 separate things when they're not. They're the same thing, all right? But anyways, okay, because we're at the point to where the Most High, all right, is gonna judge these Moes, man, all right. Isaiah 5:20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." All right, and that should start with you Edomites, but that also goes for you elemental people, man. All right. Because you're out here trying to convince everybody that this alternative, this quote unquote alternative lifestyle, this rainbow movement is a good thing. That's helping bring equality into everybody in the world. But this is really bringing confusion, because now the line between man and woman is blurred. Whole time, hey, it's hard for brothers to even try to get at women anymore, man, because you're scared that might be a damn man. You don't know what the hell you talking to when you out and about, man. And that's why the order, hey, it came out years ago for from the elders and apostles, man, for brothers not to be in the club. Shit, I don't even halfway like being in bars for the most part, man, because you see a woman, you don't know if that's really a woman or not, man. Especially if she's like OD fine, because my mentality with that, is if that bitch is like I said, she's OD pretty, I don't believe that's a woman. That's to a point to where we got it, because the surgery that these damn devils have been able to do with these people, man. All right, hey, man, it's sick, man. It's sick as hell, and brothers know, hey, we know, man. Okay, this shit is disgusting. All right, but this is what is being touted as good here, man. And you can't escape it. I'm pretty sure all brothers, that on your jobs, man, you're seeing, because with this so-called Pride Month, all right, you're seeing all the your jobs go all out for this nasty ass shit, man. But then at the same time, this was supposed to be, they had Juneteenth that just passed. They just squeezed that up in there in the middle of this nastiness. All right. So now everywhere where the so-called Negroes is trying to, establish themselves and fight for their rights, here it is, the Moes are right here trying to say, oh yeah, we're right here with you because we're going through the same thing. Get the fuck out of here, man. How the fuck can you compare the struggle that y'all had to what the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans went through, man? Especially the so-called Negro, all right? So that's some bullshit. But like I said, they're doing this because, like I said, they're openly telling you they're coming for your children, all right? Because they know that these children are extremely malleable, man, all right? And the age to where, they're in the school system, they can push that shit all down their throats, man. And so by the time they come back to you, you have to get all that shit out their mind, man. That's why, hey, I see why brothers, advocate, homeschooling your children, man. Because, hey, it's hell having your kids up in that damn school with them nasty ass people, But this is Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And that's why, all right, this devil does not want the family unit to be, in a union, in unison, man. All right. They took the man out the house and allowed the woman to raise the children, because these women, all right, they go along with this wickedness, man. They never object to it. Now you got the few sisters that's waking up out of it now, so I'm not speaking about them, but the majority, especially the so-called black women, they advocate, the nasty movement, man. All right. They push for their sons to be gay. All right. Because they think that that's cool, But as a true parent, all right, you're supposed to train up your child in the way of the scriptures so that they know right from wrong. And this damn Mo movement, that's wrong according to the scriptures. All right, it's laws in the Bible that speak against Moism. All right, the one in Leviticus, which I'm not gonna get it, y'all all know it. All right, it tells you in Romans 1 that type of lifestyle goes against nature. Okay, and also in 1 Corinthians 6:9, that the abusers of themselves with mankind is not going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. So the Bible condemns Moism. All right, but let you nasty ass people tell it, hey, that what you're doing is a good thing. But like I said, man, we're literally watching these Moes become more and more militant. All right. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to just go into this example. I'm going to just read through this swiftly because I got to get back on the clock. But this is exactly what has happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's slowly but surely, reappearing, because the scriptures tell you there is no new thing under the sun, man. All right. Genesis 19:1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself to the ground with himself. He bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, Behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they say, No, but we will abide in the street all night. Because, hey, Lot knew that the Lord sent those angels to pretty much, scope out the land of Sodom and Gomorrah before he destroyed it. All right. So Lot was trying to, bring the angels to the house so they didn't see the lifestyle that those people were living in that land. Okay. It says that he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house, and he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round about, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where is the men which came unto thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. Right. So these nasty people wanted to rape the angels, man. As you see here in the NLT, it says they shouted to Lot, Where are the two men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them, man. So that's how depraved and gone these nasty ass people were, man. Where they wanted to rape the angels, man. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have two daughters which have not known men. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good on your eyes, or in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. So get this, Lot was going to offer up his two virgin daughters to this crowd to literally let them do whatever they wanted to his daughters, as long as, they didn't, do anything to the angels, because they were under his roof, which means they was under his watch, man. All right. So it says, and they said, Stand back. And they said again, This fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs to be a judge. Now we will deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed more sore upon the man, even to Lot, and came near to break the door. So these men were so filled up in their vile lust that they pretty much, threatened them like, look, either you bring these men out, or we're going to, do to you worse than what we was going to do to them. Okay. So they was threatening to rape him and the angels, man. This is the point of what we're getting at in this society, man. Where these damn moles are going to continue to get to the point where they're going to be militarized, all right, to come against the heterosexuals, man. This is the point where we're getting to, man. All right. So this is why we understand why the Most High, all right, is going to destroy this place, man. Okay, because when you read on in that chapter, all right, the angels eventually smote all those people with blindness to where they couldn't see anymore. All right, and that, allowed Lot to escape that, man. All right, but to get this, before I close out, we're in the same position that Lot is in now, man. Okay. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So America's heading down that same path, man. This is why Revelations 11 and 8 refers to Babylon as spiritual Sodom. All right. Because this place operates under the same actions of Sodom and Gomorrah, the same way of thinking as Sodom and Gomorrah, because they was into all vile sex acts, homoism, bestiality, necrophiliism, all right? Whatever nastiness you can think of, they was into it, man. Okay? So the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and made that an example unto all those that live, that type of debaucherous ass lifestyle, man, that live wickedly, that goes against the way that the Most High set up. It says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's the position that we're in, man. We are vexed beyond measure, having to sit here and endure all this shit. And as we know, the scriptures say it's going to get worse. But hey, our job is to endure it, man. All right? We can't do nothing about it. Because, hey, the power to execute our laws is not in our hands right now, man. Because if we was in the kingdom and these moles was out here like this, man, hey, we would be totally justified by the laws of the Bible, all right, to put these moles out in misery, okay? But we're not in that. We're not in our power, man. All right, we're not sovereign, so therefore we have to just, just endure it, man. And all we can do is throw curses upon these nasty people and keep it moving, because we know their judgment's sealed. All right, as the scriptures say, be angry and sin not. All right. So, verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. And that's what we're seeing revving up. That's why the Most High is allowing the pride of these nasty people to continue to climb. Because as the scriptures tell you, and I'm going to end with that. All right, because the same way Sodom and Gomorrah went out is going to be the same way that Babylon is going to go out. Because the scriptures tell you pride goes before destruction. All right. This is Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, when you read the rest of this chapter, which I'm not going to read for time's sake, it goes into how this land is never going to be inhabited ever again once the Lord destroys America. Just like in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, to this day, that land is uninhabitable, man. All right. Esau has done the research. He went over there. He's found the sulfur in that, the high amounts of sulfur in that land to where the vegetation won't grow anymore. That's an example of what's going to happen to any place that lives after that type of lifestyle, which lets us know that the Most High is about to make a move on Babylon real soon. All right. So I just want to, bring it out real quick. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to end it right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect.